Good morning, you handsome people. Well, it is Monday, yes again, and we've got a little Honda Jazz in, and we're doing some suspension work on it, which it has failed an MOT on some suspension arm. Rear brushes have broken away. First thing we need to do is get these front wheels up. Now that we've got the wheel off, what we're going to be doing is getting ourselves a little drill with a wire brush, and we're going to go around all our threads that are exposed, like in there. We're going to give them a damn good cleaner-uni, and it's going to help things when you're undoing everything. And of course we're going to be using some Launch Power Lube Plus. Give everything a little bit of a squirteroonie. That stuff is absolutely insane. Right, let's get this bottom arm off. It's simple. Now what I'm going to be removing first is the bottom ball joint, because once you've undone that nut, you're going to need to split it. And how I do it, I just give the knuckle a little bit of a tap-a-rooney, and the ball joint should separate. Now if you undo the two bolts on the bushes first, when you're hitting it, everything's going to be flexing and turning. Once you've undone that bottom ball joint, now get yourselves a big hammer and give it a damn good crack on the bottom of the steering knuckle, and that ball joint now should pop out. A little bit, like that. Now let's get the two remaining bolts out, one going up and one going that way. One's a 17 and one's a 19. What we're going to do, let's get on the 19 first. Beautiful. On 17, I've just put a little bit of a wobbly on it, like so. That should. I'm going to get it on. Turn some power up. There you go, that is the other one. The bottom arm now should just pull out. Just looking straight at that bush. Just pop right out. Now let's carry out that process on the driver's side as well. But I'm going to do a little bit of a time lapse on this one. Now with a little bit of magic, the brand new bottom arms have turned up. Now let's get them fitted. Now to get these bottom arms in, depending which side it is, turn your steering wheel the opposite way. So you want to go left hand down if it's a right, and if it's a left hand you want to go right hand down. And the simple reason being is that rear bush is going to be 10 times easier for you to slide it in. Like that. And then once we put that bolt in there, we can swing it round and couple it up there. Now before we put the bolts in, what we're going to be doing, get yourself some lovely copper grease and give them bolts a good dipperoonie. Now to get these front bushes in, what you need to do, rather than, obviously you've got it back into the subframe like so, you don't want to be tightening it up down like that. You need it to be as close to a road position as possible. Now the reason behind that is if you tighten that bush with it down, when it does go on the ground, it's going to rip that bush. But anyway, I put that bolt in, we put a little bit of copper grease in it, tighten that up now, and we can put the bottom ball joint back in. And there we have it. That is two now lower bottom suspension arms fitted to this little Honda Jazz. Now, one thing I do like to do is take a lot of pride in my job. Now, the amount of cars that I see where they've had work done elsewhere and everything's covered in grease and oh, it looks awful, just grab yourself a little bit of rag and give everything a bit of a wipe, make it look presentable. And there we have it. That is the car now back on the floor. We've torqued the wheels up. We're going to take it for a little bit of a test drive now. Now, when you do suspension work, especially bottom arms and stuff, you should always get the geometry done after you replace any parts. But anyway, let's get it in.